Hey guys, this is Solomon Harris. This is the first of the 6 series videos on leadership. Leadership is my passion. I'm really enthusiastic about leadership. I've applied it in my life. I've seen tremendous benefits. And you know what? It's not only beneficial to your work. Like people talk about leadership, hey, leadership has to be at work, blah, blah, blah. No, leadership is at home, it's at work, it's with your friends, it's with your girlfriend, it's with your wife, it's with your kids. It's whatever you do in life. If you want to progress and climb up and go up in life, guess what? You gotta have the skills of a leader. So we're gonna talk about 6 skills. We're not gonna talk about all of them today. Today is just the first video out of those 6, and I believe it's one of the most important skills and the most important points one need to grasp on tightly, very tightly. So the first of which is emotional intelligence. Growing up, I come from a very traditional background. Everybody talked about how intelligent you are, how smart you are. Everybody talked about IQ. What everybody lacked about is IQ will only take you so far. You need emotional intelligence and awareness of the people around you, the environment around you. That's very important. Nobody puts enough stress on it, and that is one of the main core qualities of a leader. A leader has the emotional awareness, has the skill set to understand how people around him feel, how he makes people feel around them. So one of the ways that somebody can become better. Now the next question arises, how you can become better at, being more emotionally intelligent for IQ, or for being book smart. You read more books, you do a degree, you do a certificate, you go to college, blah, blah, blah. What about emotional intelligence? Well, one way that I'm not the expert on emotional intelligence, I'll tell you that, but one thing that I've realized over time is you can become better at it by starting with the single step. What's the single step? The single step is next time whenever you're in a meeting, whenever you're having supper with your family, with your wife, with your kids, whenever you're out at a bar conversing with your friends or at a pub conversing with your friends, whenever you're in a situation or environment where there are people around you, I want you to do this. What I want you to do is start talking less. So talk less and observe more. Talking less, observing more is one part of the puzzle. The next part of the puzzle is start focusing less on yourself, less on your thoughts, because people keep on thinking from one thought to the next thought, to the next thought, to the next thought. They keep on going from one thing to the next thing. Oh, what will I eat today? Which gym will I go to? Which friend will I text? What movie would I watch? Oh, what am I doing over the weekend? When you're with people, stop that for a little bit. Stop that for a moment and focus more on how are people reacting to you. If I say something to a person, hey, we should do this, but how do they react? By looking at their facial expressions, by looking at their body posture, by looking at their gestures. Are they crossing their arms? Are they just ignoring what you're saying? They're just looking around, not paying attention. People don't observe these things. That creates a lot of concern, because when people don't get the feeling that they're understood by people, they don't want to engage. So start paying attention and engaging more people by paying attention to how they feel, how the tone changes. If they're talking to you and all of a sudden they're talking very fast, the pitch of their tone changes, or they just stop talking, pay attention to all those little nuances and subtleties and see what this person is feeling, because as soon as you realize how this person is feeling and how this person is being around you, you can influence them. And what does a leader do? What is the prime role of a leader? A leader influences and motivates people to come on his or her mission. So start adopting that in your life. Now, you're gonna see some tremendous benefits. When people perceive you as someone who has emotional intelligence, automatically they're gonna regard you as your leader. They're gonna place you up there. They're gonna let you take decisions and follow your path, which is what you want, right? To become a leader. So for these are all the benefits and what you can get out of it. Now the next thing that comes is how you can develop it. So until next time, in a week, we'll have our second video, which is gonna touch on the second important or second salient point of leadership. I want you to, for the next week, whenever you're in a social setting, whenever you're conversing with your spouse, your kids, whenever you're conversing with people around you at work, at your business, whatever the case might be, stop talking less and start listening more. Start listening to what they're saying. Start paying attention to how their bodies are. Are they more relaxed? Are they more tense? Or they're like just playing with your hands all the time? Or are they like talking too fast? Just start paying attention to all those things, and you'll start realizing how these things expose their feelings. And as soon as you tap into their feelings and realize how they're feeling, you can influence them. So this is one thing that you can focus on for the next week too. At least start being aware of people's emotion, which is the first step in becoming emotionally intelligent. So that is it for today, guys. This is the first video of the series, and we'll be having another video coming up in next week, in a week from today. So stay tuned and see you next week. Have fun. Take care.